Hi there. I'm Jim Zirin. Welcome back for more conversations. Writer, journalist Jeffrey Frank is with us. Jeffrey has written a marvelous biography of our 33rd president entitled The Trials of Harry S. Truman. Eleanor Roosevelt said of Truman, with every decision he grew until, to the entire world, he was a towering figure. The nearly 8 years of Truman's presidency were momentous. For better or worse, we live out his legacy today. I'm pleased to welcome Jeffrey Frank to the program. Well, Jeffrey, congratulations on your book. It was really a terrific read. And I wondered first, what brought you to write it? There have been other biographies of Truman. There was Donovan's biography in 1977, and then you had McCullough's biography in 1992, and McCullough is the gold standard of biographers, people say. What did you think you could add to the mix?
Well, I think you just said it. I mean, Donovan's book was quite wonderful. Donovan, as you know, was a reporter for the Herald Tribune, the much late lamented Herald Tribune. And he was there. He was a witness to that time. But it's very much limited by what a journalist could see. David McCullough's book was a cradle to grave biography, and no one's ever going to do that again. I certainly didn't attempt to do it. Mine is sort of more a biography of a presidency. But David McCullough's book is 30 years old. There's a lot to be learned from that since that time.
Well, McCullough was responsible for largely resurrecting Truman's reputation, because when he left office, his approval ratings were undoubtedly low. And there was the mess in Washington. People thought that he'd lost China. There were all sorts of adverse judgments about his presidency. And then McCullough said, oh no, he was terrific. So what do you see as Truman's signal accomplishments?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give David McCullough credit for sort of cementing this sort of positive view. It was even as Truman was leaving office, people were saying, listen, he's actually done a lot. People were already celebrating the Marshall Plan and other things. But yes, Truman gave us 70 years of stability in many ways. I mean, I think I'm not going to say he conceived of the Marshall Plan. He didn't conceive of NATO, but he listened to his advisors, and these things happened. And it meant a lot. It gave a lot of stability to the world, to not only to the Western world but to the Eastern world. There was really no serious war, and certainly most of all, there was no nuclear war.
Well, the subtitle of your book is The Extraordinary Presidency of an Ordinary Man. Why don't we tackle first, in what respect was Truman ordinary?
He was very much, I use the phrase in the sense of someone who simply, who was very much a middle American. He grew up on a farm. He never graduated from college. He worked hard. He was a family man. He was something very unusual. He was devoted to his wife forever and ever, and he was an honorable, honest man. And he was something very ordinary in the sense that we've actually forgotten what ordinary means in modern America. But he kept his word, and that was an ordinary thing in those days too.